In the hush of midnight, when shadows pool like forgotten rivers, listen close. Can you hear it, the low rumble beneath the earth, the sigh of waters long risen and fallen? Across the cradle of humanity, from sun-baked Mesopotamian tablets cracked by time to mist-shrouded Himalayan scrolls whispering to the wind, echoes converge. A flood. Not mere rain, but reckoning. A tide that swallowed worlds, spared a trembling few, and birthed legends etched in the bones of time. What if these tales, spun by tongues now dust, carry not fancy, but fracture, echoes of cataclysm carved by ice and unyielding stone? Step closer now. The waters call. They always do. Part 1, Whispers of the Ark. Picture the cradle of dawn, 7 millennia past, where the Tigris and Euphrates cradle a city of reeds and clay. A man named Utnapishtim wakes trembling, dreams thick with divine unrest. The gods whisper of mankind's arrogance, of towers scraping heaven. Build, they thunder. Fevered nights follow, timbers groan, pitch seals wood, beasts shuffle in pairs, and the sky splits open. 40 days of black rain fall like judgment. When the fury ebbs, a raven flies, then a dove returns with a fragile olive sprig. Utnapishtim steps into silence, immortal, but hollowed by loss. Before him came Atrahasis, the exceedingly wise. Warned of divine discord, he built a cube-like ark while gods quarreled over human noise. His world ended not in fire, but bureaucracy, a cosmic purge. When the sky calmed, he alone emerged, ancestor to countless retellings, his survival a whisper passed from reed to scripture. To the east, Manu walks the monsoon-stung banks of the ancient Ganges. A tiny fish pleads for rescue, swelling to divine vastness, Matsya, the god Vishnu incarnate. He warns of a coming deluge, bids Manu to build a vessel and bind it to his horn. Through storms unbound, the fish tows him to Himalayan refuge. From the flood's ashes, Manu plants the first seeds, teaching the rhythm of rebirth. Here the flood is not vengeance, but renewal, destruction as divine reset. Far west, Noah hears thunder as verdict. The Almighty commands an ark of gopher wood, sealed and sure. For 40 nights and days, the fountains of the deep burst open, earth unmade beneath torrential sky. When at last a dove brings back its leaf, Noah steps out under a rainbow covenant, hope gleaming in vapor, promise stitched between ruin and renewal. In Greece, Deucalion and Pyrrha ride Zeus's wrath inside a wooden chest. When waters recede, they cast stones over their shoulders, each stone softening, breathing, becoming human. A new world, born not of womb, but will. In China, no ark floats, only resolve. Gun's earthen dams fail, but his son Yu the Great toils through years, carving channels by hand, bending chaos into order. Survival here is communal endurance, the flood a forge for civilization. Across the oceans, Mesoamerican and Andean myths recall gods drowning corrupted ages, humans turn to fish, survivors to hilltops. In the dreamtime of Australia, the rainbow serpent floods the land after a greedy frog hoards all water. When it bursts, the torrents carve the world anew. Everywhere, the pattern holds, divine warning, frantic toil, cleansing roar, fragile renewal. Wooden arks, canoes, rafts, and hollow logs, all carrying the same human pulse, fear, endurance, and hope against the endless sea. These are not scattered tales but one great memory refracted across cultures, the collective gasp of a world once drowned. Part 2, Earth's Silent Ledger. Beneath the Black Sea's tranquil skin lies a scar, dated around 5600 BCE. Geologists Ryan and Pittman found evidence of a massive breach, the Mediterranean bursting through the Bosporus, flooding a freshwater lake at cataclysmic pace, 200 times the Nile's flow. Villages drowned overnight, farmland salted to death. Survivors fled inland, carrying trauma that fossilized into myth. Rewind further, 15 millennia. North America groaned under the Laurentide ice sheet. Behind it, glacial Lake Missoula swelled until its icy dam shattered, again and again. Walls of water 1,000 feet high, carved canyons, hurled boulders, erased valleys. Across the Altai and beyond, similar bursts remade continents. The seas rose 400 feet. These were not divine edicts but nature's fury, ice, orbit, and heat conspiring to drown the world. Strata and isotopes whisper their testimony: drowned forests, salt-laced silt, ancient pollen of vanished shores. Myths, then, are memory's code, the mind's way of binding chaos into story. Perhaps a Black Sea refugee told his tale by Euphrates' fireside, perhaps Missoula's thunder echoed in Algonquin song. The evidence lies layered in both rock and word, humanity remembering itself through story long after the water withdrew. Part 3, Echoes in the Storm. Now, in our neon age, the floods rise again, no longer myths, but measurements. Seas creep higher each year, glaciers fracture, storms roar louder. We, not gods, stoke the deluge. Carbon towers replace Babel's bricks, our inventions exhale the fevered breath of a warming world. Modern prophets chart tipping points, graphs curving like warning rainbows. The ark reappears, seed vaults beneath Arctic ice, satellites watching storm fronts, sustainable sanctuaries for species and data alike. Manu's fish becomes technology's call, Noah's dove a drone scouting melting ice. Yet beneath the science, the archetype stirs, the fear of erasure, the yearning for cleansing, the fragile hope of starting anew. Psychologists trace the flood within the psyche, the overwhelm of loss, the baptism of renewal. In our films, our fears, our rhetoric, the deluge returns, this time not divine, but human-made. Are we the builders now, stacking our Babel of exhaust, summoning our own sea? Or are we the remnant, meant to steer the ark of tomorrow through tides we ourselves unleashed? The gods are silent. The hammer is in our hands. Outro. Pause here, in the quiet after the last wave breaks. Feel the chill that clings to your pulse, the echo that lingers in your breath. These stories are not warnings from gods but from ourselves, echoes of survival, memory of consequence. Waters rise when balance splinters, first in myth, then in fact. Will we listen, to the glacier's groan, to the ancient murmur beneath our feet, or drift, arkless, into the next forgetting? The flood whispers still, patient as thawing ice. What will you build, a vessel of wood and will, or wisdom tempered by remembrance?